You know, if you're anything like me, you're probably using services like Google Drive or Dropbox literally every single day. I mean, they're super convenient, right? But have you ever just stopped and thought about where your data actually lives? What if you could bring all of it, all your files, your photos, your big projects, back home under your complete control? Well, that's exactly what we're going to get into today, building your very own private cloud. And look, this isn't some far off theoretical idea. The tools, the tech, the know how, it's all out there right now to build a personal cloud that's honestly more powerful and way more private than what you're paying for. So think of this as your roadmap, your guide to making it happen.
I mean, really think about it for a second. When we use those big commercial cloud services, we're making a trade. We're trading control for convenience. But that convenience, it comes with a price. And I'm not just talking about the subscription fee. I'm talking about surprise price hikes, terms of service that change overnight, and just that unsettling feeling that our most personal data is living on someone else's servers. The solution? Build your own.
Okay, so before we roll up our sleeves and get our hands dirty with hardware and software, let's really dig into the why. Why would you go through the effort of building your own server when, you can just click a button and sign up for something?
Yeah, it's a bold claim, but I'm serious. It's time to challenge our default reliance on what I call the triad of cloud storage. We're going to see how a self-hosted setup doesn't just replace these services. In many ways, it totally outclasses them in the areas that really truly matter. So it all boils down to this one simple trade-off. With a commercial cloud, sure, you get simplicity, but you give up a ton of control. Your privacy is, let's be honest, questionable at best, and you can't customize anything. But with your own cloud, you're in the driver's seat. You control the hardware, you control the software, you decide exactly how everything works. It's your data, your rules. Simple as that. All right, hopefully I've got you at least a little bit curious. So let's get into the build itself. Section 2 is all about the physical machine, the heart of what's going to become your private cloud. And please don't worry, this is so much more accessible than you might think. Does that number surprise you? It probably should. For around $500, you can put together an incredibly powerful home server. The secret isn't about buying some brand new top-of-the-line machine. Oh no, it's about being smart and a little bit resourceful. Here's the key. You gotta think like a scavenger. Start with what you already have. That old gaming PC gathering dust, or even an old laptop, can be a perfect starting point. Then you hit the online marketplaces, hunt for deals on used enterprise gear or seller refurbished hard drives. A little smart shopping, a bit of fun assembly, and bam, your hardware is good to go. Okay, our physical box is built. Now it's time to give it a brain. This is where we install the foundational software that's going to turn this collection of parts into a powerful do-it-all server. This is where the real magic of virtualization kicks in. We're going to install a piece of software called a hypervisor, something like Proxmox. The best way to think about it is like it's an apartment building manager for your computer. Instead of just running one single operating system, it lets you create and run multiple totally separate virtual computers or apartments all on that one single piece of hardware. It's amazing. So our first apartment is going to be dedicated to storage, and only storage. We'll create a virtual machine and install a specialized OS like TrueNAS Scale. This thing is built for one purpose, keeping your data safe and sound. This basically turns a chunk of our server into a professional-grade network-attached storage device, a NAS, giving us a rock-solid central hub for all our files. Now, the second department is where all of our apps are going to live. This is usually just a super lightweight Linux virtual machine. And in here, we'll use a technology called Docker to run all our services in these neat, tidy little boxes called containers. It keeps everything organized, efficient, and separate. So you see the setup? One VM for super reliable storage and another one for all the fun apps, all running together on the same machine. Okay, our foundation is built. The hardware is humming along, the software brain is installed. Now for the really fun part. Let's talk about the incredible superpowers you've just unlocked. And I mean, this goes way beyond just storing files. You can use tools like SyncThing to sync files directly between your phone and your laptop. No cloud middleman needed. Or you can set up Nextcloud for what's called on-demand sync. You see all your files on your computer, but they only download when you double-click them. It saves a ton of local disk space. And the best part? You can automate a real-deal professional 3-2-1 backup strategy. 3 copies, 2 different types of media, 1 off-site. It just happens. You get to manage your own digital empire like a real pro. You can set up a beautiful dashboard to see the status of all your apps in one place. You can use a tool like Uptime Kuma to get a notification on your phone the instant something goes offline. And, of course, you can monitor the server's health, the CPU, the memory, the storage, just to make sure everything is humming along perfectly. Oh, this one is a total game changer for security and convenience. By running your own VPN with something modern and fast like WireGuard, you create this secure encrypted tunnel from your phone or your laptop anywhere in the world directly into your home network. You can access all your files just like you were sitting on your couch without ever exposing your services to the scary open internet.
And this is where it gets downright futuristic. You can host your own private AI. I'm talking about running powerful language models like Llama 2 right there on your own machine. There are no usage fees, no data snooping, no restrictions. And it is blazing fast because there's zero internet lag. It's completely private. You can even generate incredible AI images with tools like Stable Diffusion. Your home server becomes your own personal, creative powerhouse. So, there you have it. From a box of used parts to a personal AI powerhouse, we've built something truly special. This is about so much more than just replacing a few apps. It's about a fundamental shift in how you live your digital life. Ultimately, building your own private cloud is about reclaiming three things that we've kind of let slip away in the age of big tech. It gives you absolute control over your digital life. It gives you true privacy for your most sensitive information, and it gives you the power to create and innovate in ways you just can't with off-the-shelf stuff. And that really just leaves us with one final thought. In a world where our data is the new currency, deciding who holds the keys, well, that's one of the most important choices we can make. The question is no longer if you can build your own cloud. The real question is, why wouldn't you? Who do you want in control?